Our next caller is Darla, and Darla is calling from Maryland. Hello, Darla.
Hi, Cher.
Hi.
My question to you is, after all these years of performing, what is it like to walk out in front of an audience of people that adore you? Do you still get nervous, or are you used to it?
Well, I get really nervous sometimes, but I usually don't walk out into an audience of people who hate me because usually they don't buy tickets. So, but I mean, no, it's really fun. I mean, I had such a good time on the tour, and going, to see everybody, and I kind of can see everybody. It's really weird. I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I can go into an audience of 30,000 or 20,000 people, and I see everybody in the audience. It's like I feel everyone in the audience. So it gives me unbelievable energy and this just feeling of being very tall, and and yet, like tonight, my friend Shawnee and I were doing, Shawnee's on Will and Grace, and we were right before we went on. Shawnee was like, he was shaking, and I said, I'm a little nervous, Sean. And he went, I'm a little nervous, Cher. So, I mean, I think that nerves are good because I don't trust people who don't get a little nervous.
There you go.
I think it means you care.
Yeah.
Or you're sick.
Are you guys nervous? Yeah. A little nervous, right? Yeah. Thank you for your call, and our next caller is Teresa. Teresa's calling from Kentucky. Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
Hi, you have a question?
Yeah. With all the controversy here surrounding Napster right now, what is your stand on it?
Well, it's a new frontier, and I think like all new frontiers that big companies are going to have to kind of wake up and smell the coffee and get together with the young, this new way of doing things, this new business, this new internet thing, and they're going to have to come together. And and I don't know which one is right. I just know what is, and I'm really pragmatic about those kind of things. What is, and so the big companies are going to have to get it together and make some sort of a coalition with everyone. I don't know how I feel. I feel like I don't know that it's fair to take something that someone works really hard for and give it away for free. I don't think that's very American. But on the other hand, I think that it is happening, so maybe there has to be a compromise, or maybe there has to be a new solution. Sometimes when you have a problem, it just gives you the advantage of coming up with something new and better. So maybe it can be that.
Shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your call. Now I'm going to ask a question that one of your fans emailed in to your website. And this question comes from Judy Mayberry of Scott City, Missouri. And her question is, I would like to know if you ever wished that you could go back and change to just being you and not being a celebrity.
Well, the truth is, I've always been me. I mean, even before people knew it, I was me.
Yeah.
I mean, in my house, I was always a celebrity. I mean, I was always Cher before people got hip to what that meant. But, But there's been a lot of times in my life that I wish I wasn't famous because it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Sure.
But it has nothing to do. It's not really about people. It's more about the lack of privacy and press. That's the problem. But you give up with one hand and you get with another hand.
Yeah.
So it enables me to do all kinds of stuff. So only a few times in my life, really.
Thank you. We have some people here in the studio audience that are going to ask their questions of you.
Hi, Cher. It's
Hi.
a pleasure to meet you and be in this audience. And my question to you is, what is your favorite song to perform live?
Well, maybe because I really like doing Believe because it makes everybody so excited, and I have a great time doing that. But my other favorite song is not even my own favorite song. It's the first song in the set, which is Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, because it's so me. It's like, it's so how I still feel. I mean, I'm so anti-establishment, even though I am the establishment. I'm still very rebellious, and somehow I haven't grown up, and I still feel that that's. So it's either Believe or Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For.
Oh, I love it when you sing all of them, so thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Hi, Cher.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to see you. My name's Tom Livo from Hollywood, and I was sampling some of your work on your new album, Not.Commercial, and the song Still was really beautiful. I wonder if you could tell me more what inspired you about that. and
Oh,
to
God, I
write
knew
it.
somebody was going to ask me. I better have a drink.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's see. Now all my years of experience of getting myself out of tight spots is going to come into play. I wrote it about this guy, and I was just really crazy about this guy. And this guy was married, however, and so didn't really work out. But he was really a cool guy, and I really liked him. And I wrote that song, and I wrote With or Without You for him too. And I think that it's wonderful. It's kind of lovely that he inspired such deep feelings, and it's strange. I don't have this exact same feelings, except when I listened to the song, it kind of brings back the memory of him to me. So he really touched me deeply, and even though it didn't go anywhere, well, it went as far as it was supposed to go. It was one of those things where it wasn't supposed to be anything but what it was, and so I got a lot out of it. And I was a little kind of mean about him on the album, but I really don't think I mean it. I said, I love the song, and I'm not so sure about the man. But, you know,
Wow.
I've got to say something. I've got to be Cher-like in some way.
Thanks, Cher. I look forward to getting that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Cher. My name's Levon Sennett, and my question is, I heard you had some tattoos removed. Which ones and why?
I'm having this one and this one. I actually might have all of them removed, but I want to start with the two on my arms. But the silly thing is that when they started disappearing, I forgot about them, so I haven't gotten them completely removed because I don't see them that much anymore. So, I only see what's in front of my eyes. But I just got bored with them. It's like everybody's got a tattoo nowadays. When I first got my tattoo, I mean, it was like me and Janis Joplin and a couple of hookers, and and it was more meaningful to me,
Yeah.
And now everybody's got them, and they're just kind of less interesting to me.
It's very commonplace.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now that's
But not that I don't think they're cool. It's just that I've had mine. They're just so old because I'm so old that they're very old. I mean, I got my first one in 1972, and that was really a long time ago in the scope of things.
That was very rebellious to get a tattoo in 1972.
Yes, that's what Sonny said.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right. You guys, I'd like to say thank you to our guests here in the studio that asked their questions today. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. Yeah. Now, Cher, I want to talk to you about this this promotion that you're doing, the Golden Ticket.
Yes, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
So
Factory.
Willy Wonka.
It's very Willy Wonka.
So cool. Do you guys know about this? This is so cool. When you go online to sharedirect.com and purchase a copy of Not.Commercial, you have the opportunity to have the Golden Ticket inside of the CD, right?
Yep.
So 3 winners,
Yeah.
2 online, 1 offline.
Yeah.
Get the opportunity. Now all 3 winners. So they come at the same time,
I think they're all coming at the same time.
and
I'm going to be in London recording what I refer to now as Son of Believe. I don't know what we're going to call it, so I just call it Son of Believe. So I'm going to record Son of Believe, so whoever is the winner, they're going to come to London, and we're going to go to dinner.
dinner.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So that should be cool. But I just thought, well, like, because I'm so into Willy Wonka. Chas was so into Willy Wonka, so I mean, I know every moment of it. And so I said, when someone here mentioned, oh, we'll have a golden ticket, I went, oh,
Yeah.
golden ticket?
Perfect. Perfect. It's a great idea. So we purchase the CD, Not.Commercial, and look for that golden ticket. I love it. It's such a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
really, really cool. Definitely. You ready to jump back on the telephone?
Sure.
All right. Our next call is Jim, and Jim's calling from Pennsylvania. Hi, Jim.
Hey, sir.
Hi.
Girlfriend.
And what have you been doing tonight, Jim?
I've been waiting for this call all night. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much, just hanging out.
Okay. Well, I'm 22, and I feel I'm creative, but I haven't really entered any area yet. So I'm just wondering when you realized what you wanted to do, and when did you actually start to pursue that career?
Oh, God, you know, I was talking to my mom the other day, because my mom was always really frightened of me. And I said, you know, Mom, what was the deal back in the day? And she went, well, honey, you were like 3 years old, and you were running around naked, and you were singing, and then you'd just go in your room, and you'd just be percolating. And I went, Mom, I was planning my future.
There you go.
So I was about 3 or 4 years old, I think, when I started, and I had my signature, my autograph, I started when I was about 11, had it down 11 and a half, 12. I kind of always knew that I was going to do what I do. I even knew I was going to do before I knew what it was called. You know, I just always knew that this is what I would do.
There you go, Jim. Thanks. Our next caller is Niza, and she's calling from Nebraska. Hello, Niza.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Cher?
Good. What kind of name is that?
It's Nisa, actually.
But what kind of name is it still?
I don't know. My parents made it up, I think.
It's so cool.
Thank you.
Were they hippies?
What? What?
I said, were they hippies?
Probably.
Okay.
Nisa, you have a question?
Yeah. In Sisters of Mercy,
Yeah.
from Not.Commercial, you talk about your time in a Catholic orphanage.
Yeah.
How do you think this experience has affected your development throughout the years?
You know, I think, I'm sure it had a profound effect more than I could just kind of verbalize right now. But, you know, when I was, because no one told me about this until I was about, maybe 35 is really when I learned about this, because no one talked about it. But always, I remember my whole life, and of course I picked a job where I always wake up in a different hotel room and don't know where I am. But I would wake up and not feel comfortable and not know where I was, you know? And I think that it had something to do with it. I don't do that anymore, but I remember for most of my life I would like wake up kind of startled and not really, I'd be frightened because I wouldn't know where I was. But of course, a lot of that time I was doing one-nighters on the road, and so I really didn't know where I was, you know? Not that it really makes any difference because I'm here in the universe. How far can I go, you know? But so I think that it had that kind of an effect. But, you know, I think you get challenges in your life, and then the great thing about getting challenges is that you get to learn from them and you get to become the person that you are. So that was just my deal. That was, you know, that was something that I had to go through to be me.